Now I am going to explain about movements of the earth. You know very well regarding rotation and revolution. Earth moving around its own axis. It is called rotation. Due to the rotation, day and nights are forming. Earth is rotating its own axis. At the same time, Earth is moving around the sun. That is called revolution. Seasons are forming due to the revolutions. Here see, in the 20th century, German geophysicist and geophysicist as well as he was a great geographer who Alfred Wegener. He postulated one theory. Which theory? Continental drift theory. German meteorologist and geophysicist. German meteorologist and geophysicist who Alfred Wegener. He belongs to which country? Germany. He postulated, propagated, he formed which theory? Continental drifts theory. What is continental drift? Continents are moving. That all explains about continental drifts theory. Now, present day, we are observing the continents and its directions and its shapes. Earlier, continent shapes are different. Only two continents presented earlier. Those are Laurentia and Gondwana land. Laurentia and Gondwana land. In Laurentia, which parts are located? In Laurentia, North America, Greenland, Eurasia, north part of Indian subcontinent. North part of Indian subcontinent. These are all located in Laurentia. In Gondwana land, which are located South America, Arabia, Africa, Madagascar, Australia, total India. These are all located in, existed in Gondwana land. That means India is existed in which land? Gondwana land. These Laurentia and Gondwana land, separated by Tethys Sea. Which sea separated Laurentia and Gondwana land? Tethys Sea separates Laurentia and Gondwana land. Afterwards, what happened? Again, these continents moved. Present day, we are seeing different shapes of the continents. Earlier, total land is existed in one area. So, who postulated continental drift theory? Continental drift theory propagated by who? German meteorologist and geophysicist who? Alfred Wegener. Continents are moving, constantly moving. Slowly moving. It is not observable thing. Suppose, show me sir how continents are moving. If continent, move, it will take millions of years. Take how many years? Millions of years. It won't happen in a single day. It take millions of years. Then Pangea. So he postulated massive supercontinent that is nothing but a Pangea. Pangea means in Greek whole land. Already I explained regarding Laurentia and Gondwana land. Then now I will explain you regarding the grid system. Do you understand this one? Regarding continental drift theory, it explains you continents are moving, constantly moving. Even now, continents are slowly moving. Suppose if you fix the North America and South America with Europe and Africa, it will be merged. Surely it will be merged. All the continents, if you come together, then if you wanted to try to fix it, it will fix. Earlier, these continent, area is same. Only one area existed earlier. Afterwards, due to the continental drift theory, according to the continental drift theory, slowly continents are moving. Then this is all about continental drift theory. Do you understand? In 20th century, he propagated this theory. 20th century in the sense 1900 to 1999, this period of time called as 20th century. Who propagated? Yes, German geophysicist and meteorologist who Alfred Wegener. Okay. Pangea. Pangea means it is a Greek word. Pangea means whole world. Separated by which is sea? Tethys Sea. Okay. Then grid system. A network of longitudes and latitudes are called as grid. For example, vertical lines are called longitudes. Horizontal lines are called latitudes. Horizontal lines, vertical lines forming grids. That means definition is network of longitudes and latitudes called as grid system. What what is the importance of longitudes and latitudes? I will explain you later. First, I'm going to explain about latitudes. Latitudes taken from which word? Latin word latitudo. It taken from the Latin word latitudo. Latitudo means okay na width. Latitudo means width. For example, these horizontal lines are called latitudes. These latitudes are imaginary lines. Imaginary lines, at the same time these are all parallel lines. Latitudes are parallel lines. How many latitudes are there? 180 latitudes. How many latitudes? 180. Okay now 180 plus 1. Which is the okay now largest latitude? Latitude. Okay now latitudes are which lines? Horizontal lines. Okay. So equator is also 1 latitude. 0 degrees latitude is equator. Okay na 0 degrees latitude is equator. Do you understand regarding latitudes? Then we can easily find out the time. We can easily find out the location through latitudes. Okay now such a way latitudes playing very important role. Do you understand how many latitudes are there? 180 latitudes. So equator also one of the latitude. It passes middle of the earth. Where it is existed in the middle of the earth, then equator is existed. Okay na? These are all imaginary lines. At the same time, parallel lines. Then longitudes. Longitudes are which lines? Vertical lines. That means these vertical lines are called as longitudes. Okay. So these longitudes also called as noon lines, meridians. Okay na? 0 degrees longitude passes through London Astronomical Observatory. Okay na? London Astronomical Observatory. From there, generally time is calculated. Do you understand how many longitudes are there? 360 longitudes are presented. These longitudes also imaginary lines. These are all semicircles. Which are semicircles? Longitudes are half circles. Do you understand? Latitudes are full circles. Longitudes are half circles. Longitude also taken from which word? Latin word longitudo. Longitudo means length. Latitudo means width. Both are taken from which word? Latin word. Do you understand regarding latitudes and longitudes? Why latitudes and longitudes playing very important role? To find out a location, to find out a place. By that time, these longitudes and latitudes are very helpful to anybody. Okay now, based on the noon line, which is drawn, longitudes are drawn. That's why these longitudes are called as noon lines. If you wanted to find out the time, longitudes playing very vital role. Longitudes playing very vital role. If you wanted to cross one longitude, how many minutes it will take? 4 minutes. How many minutes? Then minutes we will show with this symbol. Okay, now do you understand? If you wanted to cross 1 latitude, how many minutes it will take? 4 minutes. Okay na? So such a way time will calculate that time and everything I will explain you later point of time. Do you understand regarding this about okay na? So continental drift theory, grid system, a network of longitudes and latitudes are called as grid. Regarding latitudes, I explained you taken from Latin word latitudo means weight, longitudes also Latin word longitudo means length. So longitudes are vertical lines, latitudes are horizontal lines. Okay na? So such a way, okay, we finished this lesson.